Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Chibueze Ozeshi, and in today's video, I'm going to be talking about the 7 mental fortitude you need to build as a professional trader to become successful in this financial market. And now, before we dive right into the 7 mental fortitude you need to build as a professional trader to become successful, I want to let you guys know that trading is full with a lot of emotional roller coaster, and understanding those emotional roller coasters is what will help you become successful in trading. You can be a master at technical analysis, but without having a very strong mindset, you can't become successful in trading. That's one thing you need to get ingrained, because having a strong mindset is like you having your foundation of your building before you raise that building structure. Now, without the foundation of your building, you can't raise that your building to your desired level, because if you extrapolate the foundation, your house is definitely going to come down collapsing. So having a strong mindset coupled with your trading plan is the basic foundation you need to have to become successful in this financial market. Now, with all that said, let's dive straight into the first mental fortitude you need to build as a professional trader to become successful in this financial market. And now, the first mental fortitude you need to build as a professional trader is what we call understanding your psychological powers. Now, what do I mean by understanding your psychological powers? Obviously, we are very much aware that trading involves a lot of emotions, be it fear, greed, frustration, excitement. Those are the emotions we face on a daily basis while being involved in this financial market, and being able to understand those emotions and arrest them is what will help you become successful in this financial market. Now, what do I mean by understanding your psychological powers? Now, as a trader, you need to be very, very aware of every psychological mistake you make, because you can be successful in other 6 mental fortitude, but once you don't have this first mental fortitude unlocked, you won't be able to be successful in the financial market. Because let's think of it, let's say you have a very, very good trading plan, you know what to do in the financial market, and now you're about to get in on the trade, and you start playing mental games with yourself, like, oh, what if this trade ends and lost? Like, that's really like a very, very bad psychological game you are playing on yourself, because you are already second guessing your trading edge. Now, that is a very, very bad thing you need to have as a trader. You need to be able to understand your psychology very, very well to become successful. Once you start getting to that point of you second guessing yourself, you need to be able to arrest yourself and know that, okay, this is against the successful trading habits that professional traders have. Now, what do I mean by that? Like, for example, imagine you begin to question yourself when you're about to get in on a trade, and that trade eventually gets to your take profit. Now, you are in a very, very sad emotional stage, because you are like, okay, this trade could have given me X and X amount of money. Now, the next trade you see, you already have a lot of confidence going into that next trade, because you second guess your former opportunity that ended in profit. Now, let's say that next trade you enter now gives you loss. Now you're in a drawdown on your account. Now you'll be like, the other trade ended in profit and I didn't take it. Now this one I took ended in loss. Now you've forgotten the fact that your edge only gives you a random distribution of wins and losses. You don't know where anyone is going to come from. So for you to be able to understand the fact that, okay, I might win this trade, I might lose this trade. So any trade I see that fits my trading edge, I need to execute it, because one thing I know is that you don't know where your win is, you don't know where your loss is. But the thing is, as long as you are able to execute your edge flawlessly, you become very, very successful in the financial market. And there are other spectrums to this, like when we come to greed, for example. Let's say you are a very, very greedy trader. Well, now, what do I mean by a greedy trader? Let's say, for example, you are targeting 1:3 risk to reward per trade. Meaning, let's say you're trading a $5,000 account and you're risking 1% of the account. You're meant to make a $150 profit from every trade. Now, you are in the market and you're saying that, okay, market is around like $145 in profit. And you are like, oh, if I just hold this trade, this certain point, I'm seeing this support here, I'm seeing this resistance here, I'm seeing this supply, I'm seeing this demand, whatever trade strategy you trade. Now, you're like, oh, let me just hold it, this can give me extra $200. Now, there's two sides to this. Let's say eventually that trade gets to that $200 profit mark. Now, you've built a very, very bad response mechanism to your brain. What do I mean by that? You've already proven to yourself that, oh, you feel like you moved markets, like whatever you do is what is always going to pay out. Now, let's say you're going to your next trade and you are still going to take $150, but because you're not aware of the last trading psychology mistake you made, you now enter the next trade thinking that it's going to be the same way it was like the previous trade, and now that trade goes against you. From there onwards, you begin to unlock all kind of different bad trading habits, like revenge trading. And now, how do you begin to deal with all these psychological downfalls that you have to build up your psychological power? Now, you can obviously, first of all, the main and obvious answer is you can learn ideas from experts like Mark Douglas, Tom Hogarth. You can check out their psychological videos. They can help you very, very tremendously to become successful in this financial market. Now, before you even go into any of those things, you need to be able to identify the certain psychological downfall you are facing. You need to be able to write it out when you are trading. Like, that's why if I'm to meet a newbie and I'm to tell them when they're getting into the financial market, I'll tell them like their first few accounts, maybe their first, second, third account, they should just sit as a learning account, because obviously, let's say you've built everything, like you've not built your psychology, and you can only build something that you've understood. So, like those your first accounts, you should not see it as something you want to make profits off from. Yeah, you might get lucky, you might make profits, but just see it as like a learning account. You want to use it to learn all your psychological downfalls and all your psychological powers, and be able to build the ones that you are having problem with. So from there, how do you build up those kind of powers when you're having those psychological downfalls? While you're trading, keep a journal with you. Highlight whatever you're facing. Let's say you wanted to get into a trade and you are like, oh, why was I hesitant on this trade? You write it out. Let's say you're expecting $150 from a trade, but you're like, oh, I wanted that $200. You'd be like, okay, is it great? Is it because I'm there to clear out the bill? Is it because I'm there to clear out the debt, or whatever it is? Just highlight those common pitfalls, and from there you are up to mastering your psychology. Now, with all that said, the second mental fortitude you need to build as a professional trader is having a well thought out trading plan. Now, what is a trading plan? Now, obviously, you can't build a house without having a building plan. Like, yeah, in some rare cases, you can build a house without having a building plan. But let's say you want to build a state of the art, magnificent building. Like, you can't carry that out without having a well thought out building plan. Like, you can't just go heading, okay, put this block here, paint it this color, paint it that color, put this kind of roof on top of it. Like, the house will definitely not be a state of the art house that you're looking for. But if you want to have that kind of house, you need to meet an architect, you need to have a building plan, give it to a very, very good developer, and from here, with that building plan, you can build up your house to the state of the art building that you want. Same thing goes with trading. You want to become successful in trading, you need to be able to have a well thought out trading plan. Now, what does your trading plan entail? Your trading plan entails your entry strategy, your exit strategy, what you want to see in the market, your risk analysis, which is another mental fortitude we'll get into. Like, it entails all those stuff that helps you get into the market very, very well. So without your trading plan, you obviously can't get into the market. Like, for example, just imagine you don't have a trading plan, you sit down in front of the chart. What do you want to do? You might be like, okay, I understand candlesticks. Okay, yeah, you understand candlesticks. You see a bullish candlestick, you're like, okay, I'm going to buy from there. You buy, you put your stop loss below, you lose. Like, okay, maybe that bullish candlestick did not work. The next one, they're like, oh, I'm seeing a sideways pattern, let me buy. Like, you don't have a clear total trading plan. But once you have a clear total trading plan, you already know that, okay, let's say I'm a support and resistance trader. Once price breaks the support, I'm buying back on the retest of that resistance, because that support now is turning to resistance. Like, it's a clear total trading plan, and you've backtested it, you've studied it, you know that, okay, it works over a period of time. Because if you trade on a trade by trade basis, you can't be successful. But if you're trading on a series by trade basis, you will be successful. So, like, having a clear total trading plan is the second mental fortitude you need to build as a professional trader, and you can achieve that through backtesting, going to previous data and seeing what the market did in those period in time. With all that being said, the third mental fortitude you need to be as a professional trader is being able to set realistic goals. Like, now, when I say being able to set realistic goals, there are people that come into the market thinking that, oh, they will make their first $1 million overnight. Now, that is not a realistic goal. I think when coming to this market, the first thing you need to do is you need to put your head down and say, okay, I want to focus on the processes. I want to understand this thing for what it is. Like, once you focus on the process is definitely what is going to give you that result. Don't be focused on the results when coming to this market. Focus on the process first. And once you've mastered the process, you can elevate the results. You can multiply what you can do with the financial market. For example, just imagine you come into this financial market and you don't have a realistic goal, and you're like, oh, I want to pass a profit in 1 week, because I see people out here passing profit with just 3 days, and you want to do the same. Now, the thing is, yeah, those people that are passing those profit in 3 days, there are different scenarios. They might pass that profit in 3 days and fail the face to the next day. You never can tell. They might not post it. You never can see it. Or the thing is, that's how their trading plan is designed. Maybe they have a 90% losing rate, meaning out of 100 trades they lose 90 and they win 10, or out of 10 trades they lose 9 and they win 1. And for that day, in those 3 days, it was just a lucky day they had their one winning trade and they passed it in 3 days. Then the rest of their other challenges they were having their normal strike rates, and you can't see all of that behind the scenes. The thing is, you have to have a very, very realistic goal. You need to analyze your trading plan. Once you've had your trading plan, you analyze it. Okay, for my trading plan, what is the most, like, how long will it take me to pull out certain profit from the market? Or if you're trading a profit, how long will it take me to pass a profit challenge? And if you even get that, let's say you're looking at, okay, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, because now we don't have time limits on profit again. Let's say you're looking at 2 weeks, 3 weeks. You can be like, okay, let me just add extra like 2 weeks to that. That's a realistic goal. When doing that, you're not putting a pressure on yourself, because imagine if you put that pressure on, like, okay, you want to pass your challenge in 1 week, and now you don't get to that expectation. Obviously, it's going to kick up bad trading habits. Like, it's going to lead you to want to over leverage on your accounts, taking trades that does not fit your trading plan just to meet the expectation you set for yourself on that challenge, and wanting to pass that challenge in just 1 week. So carry forward, the next mental fortitude, or the first mental fortitude you need to build as a professional trader to become successful in this financial market, is what we call risk management. Now, one thing you need to understand is risk management will help you preserve your capital, and with that proper risk management, you will also not have emotional stability to be able to carry out your trade flawlessly. Now, how does risk management help you preserve your capital? Let's say you fund your account $1,000, and now you divide that account into 100 bits. So meaning every trade you're taking, you are risking 1% of the account. It will take you like 100 trades to lose that account, which is kind of impossible if you've built a good and very, very proper trading plan. And through your backtest, you'll be able to see like the amount of trade you can lose in a row, back to back, even in your losing streak. So once you have your risk management, even in your losing streak, your risk management will also help you keep your brain in check, knowing that, okay, yeah, I have risk management, I'm following my trading plan, so there's no need for me to bother. My win is right around the corner, and once I keep following my trading plan and keep sticking to my risk management, it will all work out great. So risk management is a very, very good mental fortitude you need to build as a trader, because it helps you a lot in your trading journey. Now that we are done with building the mental fortitude, the fifth mental fortitude you need to build as a professional trader to be successful in this financial market is what we call discipline and patience. Now you might be wondering, how does discipline and patience play a role in helping your trading career? One thing you need to understand is that without discipline, you can't stick to what you've discovered from analyzing your brain. So when you're building your first mental fortitude, which is psychology, like when you discover that, okay, you have fear of missing out, you have greed, you have that, without discipline, when you'll be able to discover this, you'll be able to implement what you discovered, the lessons you've learned from it. You won't be able to implement that in real life. So you need to have discipline as a professional trader for you to be able to stick to your rules, for you to be able to carry out your trade flawlessly, for you to be able to control your mind and not allow your mind to control you. And you also need to have patience. So now, how does patience help? Now you need to know that the market is, you need to know that, one thing you need to know is that there's not always going to be opportunities that fit your edge every single time. So you need to be able to sit on your hands and wait, okay, I will only get involved in this market when the opportunity is right, when everything fits my trading criteria. That's the only time I will get involved in this financial market. So if you don't have patience, you won't be able to wait for when the market fits your trading edge. You will be like, okay, I need $100 from this market. Let me just try and see. Maybe I'm seeing something. Let me just forget that edge first. This thing I'm seeing is over and over again. Let me just try and, okay, capitalize off of this. And from there, you are building some bad habits, and you start going till you turn your trading into gambling. Now you're no longer trading, you are gambling. So now, with all of that being said, moving on, the sixth mental fortitude you need to build as a professional trader is continuous learning and adaptation. Now, one thing you need to know is that we are in a very, very dynamic market, and things will constantly be changing. You can't just have a trading plan and you say, okay, I'm good. Like, okay, you're a professional trader, you didn't make your money out of the market, you figure out everything. Now you just sit down on your hands and keep trading every single day. You need to keep on learning every single day. You need to keep on backtesting. You need to keep on revising your strategy, because you want to keep everything alive. It's more of like the airline industry. Like, they always learn from every single mistake they have, and they implement any lesson they learn from their mistake. They implement it into every single airline in the whole world. They learn from that mistake and implement it to make flying safer. The same thing goes with trading. Every single day you are going to encounter failure, you are going to encounter success. Like, you need to learn from both your success and both your failure. One thing you need to know is that you learn a lot from failure than you learn from success, because one thing is, success, there's nothing much to learn, only that okay, you can learn how you got successful, and you can just keep on repeating it and then exceeding what you are doing and got you successful. One thing to know is that failure will teach you a lot, because failure is one thing we hate to experience. So if you can sit yourself down and learn from your failure, you will be very, very good at it. So with that being said, after you've built this 6 mental fortitude, which is continuous learning and adaptation, the last and most important mental fortitude you need to build as a professional trader is called building a support network. Now, what do I mean by building a support network? One thing you need to know is that trading is a very, very lonely journey, and for you to keep your head straight up in this journey, you need to have a support network. You need to have a mentor. You need to have a guidance, someone that's going to guide you through this forex market. Because yeah, you can say okay, you want to learn it by yourself, but let's say it takes you like 5 years or 3 years to learn it by yourself. If you have a mentor, it's going to fast track that your learning progress. And one thing you need to be aware of is like a mentor will be able to point out common pitfalls you are facing in this market, and you can also from there easily learn your downfalls and elevate your trading journey tremendously. So with all of that being said, we've come to the end of this video. Now I'm going to recall the 7 mental fortitude you need to build as a professional trader. The first one is understanding your psychological power. Second one is building a good trading plan. Third one is setting realistic goals. Fourth one is risk management. Fifth one is developing discipline and patience. The sixth one is continuous learning and adaptation, and the seventh one is building a good support network. So with all of this being said, you need to have one thing in mind, is that trading is a continuous learning journey. It's a journey full of ups and downs. You just have to keep persisting and keep moving forward, and definitely the sky is going to be your starting point. It's not going to be your limits. So thank you guys for watching this video, and don't forget, I'm right here cheering you guys on as you navigate and carve out your path to success. Go conquer those goals, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.